All right, so I'm getting ready to watch episode 5 of season 3 of Attack on Titan. That's episode 42 overall. And in the last episode, we saw that Marlo and Hitch have joined with the Levi squad in their task and in their mission. And I have a lot of confidence that Marlo is not going to let the team down, but I'm still not so sure about Hitch. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Also, Hanji has helped Flegel kind of man up and step into the role that his father once occupied. And I want to see what direction Flegel goes in. And then, of course, we still want to see some progress in this rescue mission to rescue Eren and Historia. So let's jump into it and see what happens. And we're starting out with Flegel here. Just kind of a flashback to how the military police were put on the spot in front of the citizens and the media. You know, the local press was there and they confessed to being behind the whole shenanigans to frame Erwin and the Scout Corps and kind of showed that Erwin and the Scouts are actually innocent. So I don't know that that'll have much impact beyond Trost, but I think at least the citizenry of Trost knows what the truth is. Meanwhile, Erwin is in front of the King Fritz, who's, you know, it seems like it's a predetermined outcome that he's going to be executed. So let's see how that happens. He says there's some trick up his sleeve with Pixis, and I just can't wait to see this play out. I don't know which direction we'll pick up in, the Eren rescue, the Flegel saga, or Erwin in court. And when I say court, I mean like the king's court, not like a courthouse the way that Eren was in front of the premier. So reply is the name of this episode. A reply to what? Maybe it's Erwin's reply to his charges. We'll see what happens because it looks like we're back in the capital to start with. Wagons everywhere in town. I wonder what's up with that. Oh, wow. All the military heads are inside the castle and the gallows are being constructed outside. This is bad. This is bad, but maybe Pixis is going to have a rescue mission with the garrison? So yeah, Erwin's making a good argument in the defense of the Scouts here, that humanity loses the tip of their spear if they lose the Scouts. Like, what are you going to do the next time Titans show up inside the walls? Oh man, he's also making a good point about resources running thin. You mix that with the fact that 60% of the reserves were just given away in Trost. And humanity would turn into a necessary civil war over resources. There just aren't enough resources to go around. Not to mention any hope of trying to regain territory is gone without the Scouts and without Erwin's plan. The problem is, I think these people that are standing in judgment of Erwin are so insulated and so secure that they just feel like they won't be affected by this, and they could care less about the population or humanity as a whole. Yeah, Erwin just stating the duty of the Scouts to the king here. We charge directly into the face of danger. Oh, but he's asking if the king has a secret plan, which I don't know that he does. Oh, this lord doesn't want to hear the truth. We're not here to talk about the future. We're not here just to talk about murder. We're here to talk about you being an enemy of the state. Oh yeah, that clause 6, like he's putting his own ambition ahead of the longevity of humanity. But we've seen firsthand he is not putting himself first. Yeah, talking about how he's keeping Eren safe from the government is a violation of the charter, because they're saying like Eren's a resource he's hogging to himself, but he knows Eren will be lost if he turns him over to the military police. They're saying Eren represents a risk, whereas Erwin is saying Eren represents hope. And they also don't think that they can trust one person with Erwin. That gives that one person too much power. But they want that power. And of course, they're blaming him for something they know darn well the military police did. You know, who is it to say when the king is the one who's committed the treason? You know, like that's what's going on here. Oh, wow. And Pixis, who we know has been meeting with Erwin, is saying, I'm offended you think that we would ally with the Scouts. Oh, wow. Pixis speaking the truth. One spark. This place is a powder keg, which I said like back in episode 2 or 3. And Pixis, you know, seen death firsthand with everything that happened in Trost. Oh, and he says the Scouts should be smothered if they're that spark. Pixis says, if the Titans break in the wall and there's no humans left, we don't want the Titans to go hungry. I love Pixis just throwing that at him. Oh, I love his disregard for this whole court. This whole court is out of order. Oh, man. Ervin there. Looking bad. Pixis playing some games. So, okay, let's see. The trap gets sprung. Oh, the king won't even pronounce the judgment himself. He's making this chubby fat cat do it for him. Violation of Clause 6. Those hypocrites. Oh, man, and like a summary execution. No time for appeals. No death row. All right, I feel like Ervin is not out of this story so easily. I also feel like Pixis has still got his role to play. Come on, let's see. We know Levi's preoccupied, but Hanji's still out there. Ooh! Who's this? Is that Pixis's, assistant or whatever? Yes. Wall Rose has been breached! Is this a trick? Or is this real? So they're claiming that Reiner and Bertolt have attacked Wall Rose. So I don't know what's true and what's like this trick to be played, because, Ervin did say that Pixis knew what to do. So now they're throwing that theoretical crisis right in the king's face. Get everybody into Wall Cena. You fat cats are going to have to share your beds now. See how they take that. He's saying close the gates and let the refugees die. He's exposing his own violation of Charter 6, right? Right? Putting their own comfort ahead of humanity? Is that not a violation of Clause 6 of the Humanity Charter? I love this exposure of their hypocrisy. They'd rather govern over no one at all than lose their power. What's the point of governing if there's no one to rule over people? They just don't even get it, do they? They totally don't get it. So I think they've just lost any allegiance from the garrison with this order. Yeah, I do think this is a stunt, but it might not be. Oh, wow. They were talking about the vessel taking the coordinate power. They do have a secret plan to use their own Titan. Man, they're just waiting to feed Eren to some Titan. Of course, Lord Rice, with his story, wanting to spend time with his daughter, he's the question mark in this plan. I'm not sure how eager he is to comply. Also, knowing that his family's the true royal family, he might want to help his daughter become queen the same way that Erwin wants to, and Pixis. So what if Historia showed up and issued an order? Then it wouldn't be treason. Oh, yes, this military police says I'm a Wall Rose citizen first and a military police second, basically. I'm paraphrasing. Sometimes I get criticized for paraphrasing, but I'm telling you the way I see it. You're more than welcome to see it the different way. There's Zachary, the guy I was saying would give Erwin a fair trial, the premier. Because I kind of like the premier. I don't think he's self-serving at all. And I don't know how the balance of power is between the premier and the nobles, but I feel like the military follows the premier. Oh, but he is, Zachary is telling him that this was just a ruse, that there is no attack. But Pixis exposed their hypocrisy for all to see. And the garrison has him outmanned. I love Pixis. He's not aligned with the scouts, but he's also not aligned with the king. He is aligned with humanity. He's another man of principle. I knew I liked Pixis right from the start. He's doing what's best for humanity, just like Erwin. Oh, wow. I like this. Pixis said, if you cared about the people, I would send Erwin to the gallows. But since you don't, that's not going to happen here. And he says they're all prepared to hang if necessary. How do you enforce anything if you're outnumbered that way? Pixis says, even though I'm stupid, my heart's in the right place. In our ignorance, we can save more people than you guys can with your knowledge. Oh, they're saying that the regional lords will obey the crown and the people will obey the lords. But is this where they drop the bomb about who the coup d'etat? Oh, they have restrained the interior police. Ah, they have sprung this trap excellently. There are no troops for the king. Maybe he will have his bloodless coup. Is this where they spring the truth about Historia on them? Yeah, they're talking about putting Historia on the throne. And of course, as expected, they're calling it a hoax. Yes, Erwin saying what I said. Their very decision violates that same Clause 6. They want to put him to death. I want to know how they installed this fake king, too. You know, I talked a lot about that in my review video. I can't wait till they do explain how that mechanism happened. Oh, the nobles are powerless, and Fritz is sleeping there. It's Fritzburg no more, you useless oaf. They put a puppet on the throne. Thus always to tyrants. Uh-oh. So what have we got here? They got a note that the coup was successful. Zachary's taken control. I think Zachary's a good leader. What's wrong with the democracy? You don't have to put a queen on the throne. You can let Zachary run things for a while. I think he makes a good Lord Protector. Yeah, she's talking about how Flegel has stepped up. And he's trying to put a little fear into the media here, into the newspaper guys, so that they'll tell the truth. I like this. Flegel is now a forceful agent for truth, and the broadsheets are going out, letting people know what really happened. Talking about the bogus King Fritz. I love it. At least in Trost, they seem to have some justice. This is too good too early, though. Right? This is only episode 5. This is way too good, way too early. The next shoe is going to fall, right? Like, some horrible things are going to have to happen. What's good never stays good on this show. Like they say, every silver lining has a touch of gray. Let's see what it is here. But this is really a triumphant moment, particularly like how they did so much without any loss of life. I mean, plenty of lives were lost up to this, but I'm impressed that they pulled this off as slick as they did. I got to tell you, Erwin, guy knows what he's doing. Pixis, an awesome person to have your back. They still got to find Historia. But I still trust Rice in this situation. Oh, Hanji's got a plan too. Underground Chapel, a sacred location where the royal family's power has been passed down. Oh, that book tells her about this location that's going to give us the secret history, right? Oh man, I can't wait. Will we get there before or after Grisha's basement? Or is it the same thing? Oh wow. They took the gallows constructed for Erwin, and what, are they going to give it to the king? This is nice. The military appears united, but like I said, the other shoe's going to drop. This is too good too quickly. Like the show can't just all be peaches and cream from this point forward. I'm not ready to change the name from Fritzburg to Historiana just yet. Oh, who do we trust? Nobody knows who to trust. That explains the title. Oh, wow. Now, what's up? Erwin saying maybe we should have trusted the government. I don't get it. Oh, he says if half of humanity dies, it's better than all of humanity going extinct. I see that reasoning. That tracks with Erwin, but I think he doesn't want to let half of humanity die. He does kind of want to know what their plan was, though, right? And here's Zachary, speaking some truth. Duty is heavy as a mountain. Death is light as a feather. That's what he's saying, basically. Zachary's hated the nobles. I love it. I've never seen him express emotion before. I mean, we haven't seen a ton of Zachary, but I didn't know he had this kind of emotion in him. And now he's bouncing back and forth. Maybe I hated him, maybe I liked him, but I've been dreaming of throwing him over for ages. Zachary said he would have given it a shot before he kicked the bucket. He doesn't even care if it's a good or bad coup. He's just glad. He's just glad to get rid of those scoundrels. I like this. Now we got Pixis, Zachary, Erwin, all tied together in this unified sort of purpose here. Oh, wow. He asked Erwin what's his reason to want to live so much. Yeah, Erwin has a dream, thinking back to his father here. His father, who I still think is, his beard got a little longer. He grew a mullet. He became the Beast Titan, did some sit-ups. All right. So Hanji and the Levi Corps back together. Or the Levi Squad, I should say. Oh, so they got this story about the incident, I guess, of Historia's mother being killed in the Discovery. The day Wall Mario was breached is when it happened. Yeah, people liked Rod Rice back then. Like I said, I think he's a benign noble. Okay. Learning about Rice's family and history. This is good. What? When Wall Mario was breached, it shows like bandits raiding and setting the chapel on fire in Rice's lands? And everybody but Historia was killed. This feels like a conspiracy. Killing off everybody but Historia and, of course, Lord Rice. Were they really bandits? Or is this somebody who wants Historia on the throne? Man, was Kenny behind this? Were the police behind this? So that's why he sought out Historia, to keep his family line. Oh, wow. Now this is dark and unexpected. I like Levi's question. Is there a secret about their blood? What secret does Historia's blood contain? Oh yeah, talking about how difficult it would be to destroy the chapel. Sounds like maybe a Titan attack. And maybe Rice wants to keep the Titan attack secret. Maybe Rice did the attack. Curiouser and curiouser. Or could the Wallace have been behind the attack? Oh, no traces of Titans there. They said that's stranger than if there had been. Now we got yet another mystery I got to speculate on. The destruction of the church on the Rice lands. Who do we have here with the dark hair brushing her hair? Is that Rice's daughter? The one that everybody liked? Oh, I don't know who that is, but there's Aaron with his hands bound, and he's got his muzzle on. And what in the world is this place he's at? It was like a big cavern with like crystals all around. Almost like a sacrificial thing. It looked like the place for the church that they were talking about. Is that where they're going to feed Aaron to this mystery titan? Is Lord Rice the mystery titan that's going to eat Aaron? Oh my goodness. Or do they just have a captured titan they're going to feed him to? Yeah, Armin's asking the question. We've already asked a while back, is who did Aaron eat to get these powers? Did Aaron eat the Titan that was behind the Rice Lands massacre? Oh man, are we going to see the Titan come up and face him and then it's to be... Who's this? Who's this blonde lady? It's Historia! Are they going to feed him to Historia? No! You can't in there! This is a twist I didn't see coming! Ah! Did Historia kill her brothers and sisters? Is that the secret of the Rice family blood? Is that what makes them the legitimate kings? Historia probably didn't know about this, though. Or she would have she's had plenty of chances to chomp Aaron if that's what she wanted to do. Oh, man. I told you it was too good to be true that the other shoe was going to drop. We can't, oh my goodness, we can't split this mission up like this. I don't know what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go, but I know I got to see this next episode. So I'm just going to say, I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you soon.